This is KGW News at noon.
And we start in Florida with new video of what Hurricane Ian did to Sanibel Island west of Fort Myers. From above, the destruction is clear. A helicopter showing a big chunk of the causeway, the main route on and off that island, collapsing and partially underwater. Wow. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Brenda Braxton. This noon, Governor Ron DeSantis says the death toll from the storm is at least 2, and a massive rescue effort is underway for anyone left stranded. All across the state, there are downed power lines. Almost 3 million residents are without electricity today. In Tampa, streets are a mess and traffic lights are out. And take a look at this. Storm chasers shot this video in the city of Placida. Ferocious winds tore the roof right off the house and blew apart the insulation. Incredible power. President Biden is now calling on the federal government to step up and provide whatever help is needed to get Floridians back on their feet. NBC's Bree Jackson reports from the nation's capital.
Hurricane Ian slamming Florida, flooding roads, knocking out power to millions, and wreaking havoc on people's lives.
Yeah, I screwed up, but gotta do what I gotta do with the reality that I have, which is get the hell out of that house.
It's my home. It's the only thing I have. I mean, and my mother, if that goes, then what do you do?
Ian made landfall as a Category 4 storm, the 5th strongest in U.S. history.
This is going to be a storm we talk about for many years to come.
Warranting an all-hands-on-deck response. Officials say that includes 30,000 linemen to restore power, 7,000 National Guard troops to help with cleanup, 1,600 high-water vehicles for rescue efforts.
This level of interagency coordination will not stop as we prepare for the historic and the catastrophic impacts that we are already beginning to see.
President Biden continues to keep a close eye on the storm and says long-term assistance will also be available.
When the storm passes, the federal government can be there to help you recover.
Congress is working to pass budget legislation that includes recovery aid for Floridians impacted the most.
The bipartisan government funding bill the Senate is on track to pass this week will ensure the Federal Disaster Relief Fund is fully resourced at this critical moment.
With Ian continuing on its destructive path, governors in several southeastern states are now declaring a state of emergency.
And Ian is not done yet. Later today into tonight, the National Hurricane Center expects the storm to strengthen into a hurricane again as it heads out into the Atlantic Ocean and takes aim at South Carolina. Now to some of your local headlines this afternoon. A 26-year-old man is facing murder charges accused of killing his twin brother in Northeast Portland. Police say Martre Martin shot his brother Martrice outside a hotel on Sandy Boulevard Sunday morning. U.S. Marshals tracked him down in Renton. Starting Saturday in Vancouver, everyone 18 and under can ride C-Tran buses free of charge. Kids will still need a pass, though. Those are available at C-Tran customer service and through schools. This is part of the Move Ahead Washington program. Lawmakers approved the $17 billion transportation package back in March. And Portland is getting more than $1 million in federal money to redevelop Pride Plaza. It's downtown at Harvey Milk Street and Burnside between 10th and 12th Avenues. The money comes from the American Rescue Plan. The project will include construction of a new park with the hope of revitalizing that part of downtown. And those are some of your local headlines.
Betsy Johnson essentially lied to voters last night. She was invited to participate in Planned Parenthood PAC of Oregon's endorsement process 9 months ago, and she ignored that invitation.
Planned Parenthood is pushing back on something Betsy Johnson said during Tuesday's gubernatorial debate in Bend. Johnson, who's running as an unaffiliated candidate, said Planned Parenthood never gave her a chance to compete for its endorsement.
I wasn't allowed to present credentials for Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood now is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Democrat Party. We weren't asked to fill out a form or to present credentials.
Well, as a seasoned politician like Betsy Johnson should know, there is one endorsement process for governor.
Johnson said she is unapologetically pro-choice. She says Planned Parenthood invited her to seek its endorsement before she was officially a candidate. In a statement, Johnson's campaign wrote, Planned Parenthood says, quote, it is misrepresenting their process, which was neither rigorous nor comprehensive and did not invite all candidates who champion reproductive rights. Portland City Council candidate Renee Gonzalez is pushing back against a $77,000 fine from the city's small donor elections program. He's accused of taking an illegal in-kind contribution. So here's what happened. We've talked about this before. His campaign rented downtown office space for $250 a month, but the market price was close to $7,000. The discount is the problem, but Gonzalez insists the deal does not violate campaign finance rules. The building's owner, Jordan Schnitzer, says he offered to rent space to Gonzalez because nobody else was interested. Gonzalez is running to unseat incumbent Joanne Hardesty. KGW's David Molko will moderate a debate between Hardesty and Gonzalez tomorrow. You can catch that live tomorrow at noon on KGW.com or on the KGW mobile app. We'll also have highlights for you tomorrow night on KGW News and during a special edition of Straight Talk. Okay, let's head back to the Weather Center. Roger's still tracking at least a slight chance of rain today.
Yeah, Brenda, things have really winded down. Good afternoon to you at home. You can see rain mostly now just nipping toward the Idaho border. Some showers out across the Great Basin moving into the Blues. But here on the west side, it's pretty much dry. We carry a shower chance for your afternoon plans, but overwhelmingly we will continue to be mainly dry, and I think there's a decent chance we'll open up some sun breaks for you as well. Okay, the rain that we started with yesterday morning, and then most of these totals fell with heavier showers last night. These are the totals that I jotted down. The heaviest here on the west side of our state was Tillamook, 69 100ths of an inch. Vancouver's Pearson Airfield had 36 100ths. McMinnville about the same. PDX 19 100ths doesn't sound like much, but guess what? That's the most rain we've picked up since the first half of June. That's how dry we've been for how long. Salem picked up even less, just 12 100ths of an inch. Right now, mainly dry at the coast as well. Cannon Beach, our live camera, 58 degrees, mostly cloudy. Similar scene over downtown Portland. We're at 65. I think we'll get up to about 70 for high. If you do have evening plans, I think at that time the rain chance will be gone. Partly cloudy skies, 64 at 8 p.m. Brenda?
Thank you, Rod. Portland's homeless crisis is complicated, of course, and there are many different reasons people find themselves out on the street. Sometimes they're forced to leave their home or apartment because it's in such disrepair. That's where Habitat for Humanity comes in. Here's KGW's Blair Best.
They put new windows in and they insulated the room itself.
Preventing homelessness one repair at a time.
These are all the new windows we have.
This neighborhood off Southeast River Road in Hillsboro is where Brian McVicker has lived for the past 8 years.
I couldn't walk. And then coming up and down the stairs was really hard for me.
But as he got older,
water from the roof was leaking. And we had some black mold.
So did his home.
We possibly could have been homeless. Well, I've never been homeless, but I don't think it would be very much fun. You know, I see homeless today here in Hillsboro, and I'll tell you, I really feel sorry for him. There's not much.
He was on the verge of losing it unless repairs were made, something he couldn't afford.
I think one of the most important things we need to do related to the houselessness crisis is helping people stay in the homes.
This is Steve Mezzanetti, the head of the Portland area Habitat for Humanity.
We've often seen how families, and especially seniors, can be one critical repair away from losing their home.
Through their home repair program, they've helped over 200 families. Many of them seniors like Brian keep their homes.
This is not a Band-Aid approach, but really getting to the root of the problem.
They built Brian this ramp, installed new windows, and fixed his plumbing.
What we've learned is often the most affordable home that folks can have is the one that they're already in.
But beyond the physical repairs, they've given Brian and others so much more.
Gave me my independence back. Oh, it's a relief. It just feels very good.